I wanted to make this video as it's a very personal topic to me. Many people I love are on statins, and like most people on a statin, they were told it was going to help their heart, they were wrote a prescription, and they were just sent home. No discussion of what else it might be doing in the body, no mention of what harm it might be causing, no follow-up beyond checking some labs maybe once a year. That is not informed consent. That is disease management, dressed up as healthcare. Can we even call it healthcare? This video exists because people deserve the full picture. They deserve informed consent. And right now, most people just aren't getting it. So the first one we're going to talk about is CoQ10 depletion, or coenzyme Q10. This is not an optional thing for your body. It is the energy currency of every cell in your body. Your mitochondria, the structures inside your cells that generate energy, cannot produce ATP without it. No CoQ10, no cellular production. It's really that fundamental. And your heart, which beats roughly 100,000 times a day, every day, without rest, has the single highest CoQ10 demand than any other organ in your body. So that drug prescribed to protect your heart is guaranteed, mechanistically, unavoidably, and by basic biochemistry to deplete the one nutrient that it depends on the most. Statin users report fatigue, muscle weakness, muscle pain, shortness of breath, brain fog at staggeringly high rates. These are not mysterious side effects. They are predictable results of CoQ10 depletion in energy-dependent tissues. Your muscles, your brain, your heart, they need it. And the statins are robbing you of it. This has been known for decades, and it's not fringe science. And yet CoQ10 is almost never co-prescribed with statins. So what do I recommend? Well, I would start with supplementing CoQ10 if you're not already doing so. Start at 100 to 200 milligrams a day and take it with a meal that contains fat. Use the form called ubiquinol, which is the most bioavailable. This should be standard of care, and it isn't. Take control of your own health. Don't be a statistic. Cholesterol is not the villain that it's been made out to be. It's a raw material, and a very critical one. It is the key building block for hormones, cell membranes, and yes, even vitamin D. Vitamin D is actually not a vitamin. In fact, it's a steroid hormone, and your body synthesizes it from cholesterol in your skin when it's exposed to sunlight, and in your liver. When statin suppresses cholesterol production, it compromises that raw material your body needs to make vitamin D. And vitamin D deficiency is already at epidemic levels in the modern world. Nearly 50% of the adult population is deficient in vitamin D. People on statins include those who tend to be older and less active and spend more time indoors. These are among the most vulnerable populations, and the drug that they're taking is making it worse. So what does vitamin D deficiency actually look like? Well, bone loss, immune dysfunction, depression, muscle weakness, cardiovascular disease. Does this stuff sound familiar? The very things that statins are supposed to be protected against, they're causing a deficiency. The irony is just not subtle. So you might be asking, what can you do about all this? Well, first, let's go get that vitamin D level checked. Don't accept normal as an answer. Know the actual number. Optimal is actually considered above 60 nanograms per milliliter, and most statin users are nowhere near that number. Next, based upon the results, I recommend a quality D3 supplement with K2 to ensure proper calcium metabolism. This is especially critical for anyone with bone density concerns. Do this daily with a fat-containing meal. And if you can, aim to get out into the sun every day, 10 to 15 minutes, and expose as much of your skin as possible. Make your own vitamin D. The last side effect I want to talk about is one that doesn't really get addressed. And it's going to sound kind of weird, but it's an important one. Besides being the raw material to synthesize vitamin D, cholesterol is also a primary raw material that your liver uses to synthesize bile salts. Bile is stored and concentrated in the gallbladder and is released for the digestion of fats primarily. It's not optional. It's how your body digests and absorbs dietary fats and every single fat-soluble vitamin your body needs, including the aforementioned vitamin D, as well as vitamins A, E, and K. When statin therapy suppresses cholesterol production, it directly compromises bile acid production. Less bile means impaired digestion, impaired nutrient absorption, and added stress on the gallbladder. The result? Bloating, fat intolerance, digestive dysfunction, and nutrient malabsorption. That just compounds every other deficiency that we were just talking about. You can supplement vitamin D all day long, but if your bile production is compromised, you're probably not absorbing it properly anyway. This is a cascade, and it all starts with blocking that one enzyme that the statins are designed to block. So pay attention to digestive changes when taking a statins. You may have nausea after a fatty meal, bloating, changes in stool, the soft and watery kind, especially, if you know what I mean. These are all signals of bile insufficiency. So if you're on a statin and you're experiencing some of these digestive issues, digestive enzymes can be really, really helpful, especially the ones that have lipase in them. Lipase is an enzyme that will help you break down fat and digest it and absorb it. So since having my gallbladder removed and then having my gastric bypass about 20 years ago, I personally have to use digestive enzymes every day because I have a deficiency. I have absorption issues. It's just a side effect of having that. They're no big deal, and they can make a really huge difference. You don't need expensive probiotics. You just probably need a little bit of enzyme support, so especially if you're going to have to stay on the statin. Go ahead and send me a message if you want more information on the type of enzymes that I would actually recommend you at least start with, and then see if that helps. So here's what I want you to walk away with. Statins are not a neutral intervention. They're a metabolic disruption with real, measurable, biologically inevitable consequences that extend far beyond cholesterol numbers. The populations that are most commonly prescribed them, which include older adults, people with existing cardiovascular concerns, people with metabolic dysfunction, are precisely the people that are least equipped to absorb those consequences quietly. Meanwhile, the lipid marker statins are most effective at lowering, LDL, is increasingly understood to be a poor standalone predictor of cardiovascular risk. Your triglycerides to HDL ratio tell a much more meaningful story, and statins relatively do little to help that. You know what does, though? Dietary changes, movement, getting out in the sun, reducing alcohol intake, stop smoking, stop vaping. Nicotine's not your friend. But none of those interventions have $1 trillion industry behind them. I'm not telling you to stop your medication. What I'm telling you is this. You are your own best health advocate. Nobody has more invested in your outcome than you do. Not your insurance company, not the pharmaceutical, certainly not the pharmaceutical industry, and with all due respect, probably not always your doctor, who may have 15 minutes with you and then a prescription pad. Being your own health advocate doesn't mean going rogue. It means showing up informed. It means knowing what your labs actually say and what they mean. Not accepting normal as an answer. It means asking your doctor why a nutrient repletion protocol wasn't discussed when your statin was prescribed. It means normal isn't just not the complete answer. Ask questions. Work with your medical team. Absolutely. They have the knowledge and the tools that you need. But walk in that office as a participant in your own care and not just a passenger. Ask the hard questions. Push for real answers. And do your homework, because the information is out there. CoQ10, vitamin D3, digestive support. These are not expensive. They are not complicated. And they could meaningfully change how you feel on a drug that millions quietly suffer through because nobody told them there was anything else they could do about it. And now you know. So do something with that information. If this opened your eyes, please share it with somebody who's on a statin. They deserve to know this information too.